Coach. Good morning. I don't know why it usually takes something like this worldwide, some epidemics, something going on with the masses for people to really think about their financial future and think about whose hand is your finances in? If you were to get fired today, if things shut down, do you still have a way of making money? If the answer is no, then you need a plan B, boo. You need a plan B. About 15 years ago, I made the decision that I wanted to take control over my finances. I saw my mom work all her life, and the year she turned 60 was the year she passed away. And that was the year she was actually looking forward to, to get her little pension check and things. And that did not really happen. So, one, it showed me how short life could be, and two, it made me realize that I need a backup plan. This working for somebody else till you're 60 is just not gonna cut it. Okay, it is not gonna cut it. Like, you have to think about the people who depend on you, and you just have to start things in motion. And no, you may not have all the answers, but put one foot in front of the other and just trust the process. Trust the process of success, and things will start coming to you. So I am super blessed to be in a position where I don't have to worry in times like this. But it was a conscious effort from years and years and years ago. A few years ago, we had a government shutdown. People who dedicated their lives to society were like just left out there. That to me is unacceptable. So when I became successful, when I started having streams of residual income coming in, when I was able to start traveling the world and not clocking into a 9 to 5 and not worrying about looking at the price tags of things anymore, I knew that I owed it to society to start teaching other people how to get out of their current situation. And a lot of people feel like, oh no, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm good. Until times like this, right? Now they're DMing Paige. Is it affecting y'all? No, it's not. It's not. So we have hundreds of people in our academy just on my team alone. Really, well, globally, we have about 170,000 students. But on my team, we have hundreds of students who are home in their bed, making money, pressing buttons on their cell phone, opening up their laptop, entering trades, and pulling money out of the foreign exchange market and deposit it into their bank account. Isn't that amazing? And I know for most of you who never had that programming of success and financial freedom, it sounds odd. It sounds like a scam, but I promise you it's not. There are wealthy people in the world. There are rich people in the world. There are financially free people in the world. So now you need to ask yourself, how did they get there? Did they get there by going to college, getting good grades, putting in an application for a corporate job, and staying at that corporate job for 40, 45 years? Did they get financially free like that? No. Like, look to your left, look to your right. Look at the people in your circle, the people in your community who followed that formula. If they are still living paycheck to paycheck, if they're still worrying about the prices of things, if they still can't take a vacation whenever they feel like it and come back when they feel like it, like, why are you still subscribing to that formula? And nothing against education. I love education. Like, I just don't love formal education, right? Where they teach you the same thing and you sit in one place for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and you learn at a certain time. Like, I don't like that. I love to learn on my own pace, so I've read more books than most people I've known. Yeah. But my degree is still in the envelope, and God willing, won't ever have to use it, right? But I have a problem with school, the structure of school, and just not teaching people the things that they need to really become ahead of the game. Like, they will teach you just enough game to have you keep working for them, and that's the way it is, and that's the way it will always be. And for some people, That's fine. That's fine. They feel like they don't have the discipline or the structure or the willpower to start something that's theirs, or they just don't want the responsibility of their life. So they'd rather hand it over to somebody else. And then there are other people who just never thought about it because that's the way they were raised. Go to school, get good grades, and get a great job and a good career. And they never had the choice to even do something else because they didn't even realize it was a choice. It was just handed down to them. And those are the people I'm talking to today. Those are the people who I'm talking to today. But I questioned the system long time ago. And now I have a lot of support because I found my other winners. And at first it was not easy. It was not easy having this burning desire inside of me saying, this ain't it, man. This is not it. This is depressing. Is this life? I don't want to do this. It was a lonely, lonely feeling when I set out on my journey of success, and I didn't have the support. I did not have the support. Yeah, I did not have the support. I had to trust my intuition. I had to trust God. I just had to trust that feeling that says, move. This ain't for you. Like, find what is yours in this world. This is not for you. So I remember gassing up my car one day and literally driving from Florida, where I was living at the time, to Los Angeles, California. I never been to Cali before, but I knew from TV that's where celebrities were, that's where rich people were, that's where successful people were. And in my naive mind at the time, it was like, okay, that's where the rich people are, that's where the successful people are, that's where the winners are, like only in California, right? But I gassed up my car and I drove from Florida to California. That was about 3,600 miles. It was definitely over 3,000 miles. It took me 3,600 hours to get there. It just took me 3 days to get there, okay? I just remember driving, especially when you get through Texas. It's like 14 hours of nothingness. I did that drive by myself. I had $500 to my name, $300 I had to use for gas, so I had $200 to make it happen. In other people's mind, they're like, what are you going to do with $200? You're crazy. Who would do that? Why you're going to leave everything to go out there, the unknown? Because that's what winners do. That's what winners do. So if you feel confined in your life right now, in your space right now, if you feel like there's more to life out there for you, I promise you there is. But you have to break away from your current circle. You have to break away from that circle of fear, that circle of depression, that circle of disappointment. You have to find the people in the world who think like you. It's a lot of us here. So when you first start on your journey, it will feel lonely. You'll be alone. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. But I do want to say it's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely, and know the difference. Like sometimes you need a season of separation, but if you love yourself and you're doing the right thing, then you don't feel like lonely, but you have to be okay with being alone on that journey until you find the right people to help cultivate your mindset, the right people who are on that success journey with you, that journey of financial freedom, right? But don't feel bad for wanting more. Wealth is your birthright. God did not create us to suffer. God did not create us to live paycheck to paycheck. God did not create us to not provide for our family. God did not create us to live in lack. I'm a true believer of that. So if you have people in your life making you feel bad for wanting more out of life, okay, then you just need to leave them alone. Let them go play over there in their lack, okay? Be happy with that. But if you feel like you want more out of life, it's more out of life here for you, and everybody has their version of God, and they call God different things. But at this point, I just call God God, and God don't want you to suffer. God don't want you to wake up depressed. God don't want you to just not live. God wants you to glorify him, right? And how can you glorify God when you're broke? How can you be happy? How can you praise? How can you pray? How can you dance and shout if you're broke? If you're like living in lack? Come on, man. Come on, man. And what is more frustrating to me is, there's a lot of things frustrating to me about what they don't teach people to get ahead in life, right? And if you really feel like God is a God of abundance and God will give you anything you pray for, why are we still lacking? Why are we still struggling? Ask yourself that. Like, no. So whoever tell you God wants you to be poor, like, no. God wants you to be wealthy so you can glorify him, so you can take care of your brothers and sisters, so you can like create. You can't create out of lack. Come on, man. So I'm just super blessed to be in a position to help people help themselves, you know? And so today it's with the foreign exchange market, it's through the cryptocurrency market, and it's a lot of misconception out there. You guys see Bitcoin drop and you're like, oh my God, see, I told you it wasn't like stable. I told you you'd lose your money. Like it's two ways you can make money with cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is just digital currency, and the most popular one the most popular one is Bitcoin. So you can hold Bitcoin, right? Take a holder's position, and you can make money when it goes up. And if you just holding it, when it goes down, you will lose money. Here's the thing about losing money. Crypto is very new, right? This is only the beginning. So it will fluctuate. That doesn't mean you take your money out when it goes down. Like savvy investors buy more shares when it dips. So think about who you're listening to. Think about who you're listening to. Unless they've made money in crypto and Forex and investing, like stop taking broke people's advice. So it's two ways you can make money with a crypto. So that's the buying and holding position. So when the price of Bitcoin goes up, you will make money. If it dips, that yes, you'll lose money only if you take it out, right? So keep your money in there. For those of you who have your crypto, keep your money in there. You may have to wait a year or two or even 3 years for that thing to start, getting to where you want it to go. But I promise you, in like 3, 4, 5 years from now, you are going to be so happy that every week you've been putting your little money in Bitcoin, okay? This is only the beginning. But the other way we make money with crypto and with Bitcoin is by trading it, people. So 99% of the world, when they hear Bitcoin, they're like, oh, that thing just went down. Well, let me tell you, you can make money trading Bitcoin, meaning whether it goes up or down, you can make money. And that's what our academy teaches people how to do. So don't just stay on the other side of the screen, on the other side of Instagram, like making your own conclusions. Like DM me. Say, hey, Baje, I saw your video. I'm new about this. I'm new with this. I don't know anything about this. But can you explain about this investing or Forex or Bitcoin thing to me? And I will. Myself or somebody from the team will. So that's how you can make money from crypto, two ways. And then Forex stands for foreign exchange, as in the foreign currency exchange or the foreign exchange market. So Forex is different from stocks, so we are not being affected. So a lot of people who have their money in 401ks, who have their money in the stock market, are it's being wiped out right now. And we knew this was coming. The recession comes in a lot of different ways every so often. But if you live long enough, for each person, you'll experience one form of recession or another. So this one is through the coronavirus. Whether or not it's as bad as they say it is, it does not matter, because they're saying that it's bad, right? So, and this is the main reason I stopped watching news and TV 15 years ago, because I don't want to be programmed. I don't want to be programmed. I want to be able to make my own decisions and not out of fear, right? So, if you die, you die. I'm just saying, we all gonna die one day. So, people live their lives in fear. They don't want to travel. They don't want to go out. They don't want to take risks because it's risky. They may die. You're gonna die anyway. So you might as well live until you die. Just saying. But this is the biggest reason why I stopped watching news, because I just didn't want to be programmed. And I'm not saying it's not things in life to be afraid of, but I just feel like that's a sad way to live. So, yeah, so I stopped watching news. I stopped watching news, and I would advise you guys to stop doing that as well, because it's only certain people that control the news. And if they're controlling the news, if they're controlling what you're seeing, what you're hearing, bat to bat, bat to bat, bat to bat, they know how you will respond, right? So that's how they control you, through fear. But okay, I'm probably talking too much today, but I just wanted to say, love y'all. Live your life. Don't wait until, situations in society like this to take control of your finances. And it doesn't have to be Forex, it doesn't have to be trading, but you got to do something else besides putting your hand, or putting your lives in somebody's hand, especially like one person hand. You need to have several streams of income, because you never know what may happen. But if you want more info, just DM me or check out Join My Academy. Just rambling today. Just love y'all.